Then check this out.
Hey, wait! I need that med kit, buddy.
Guys, I must warn you in advance. So far, I've been starting all of my videos with a meme, with a funny video, with a joke, Peter Griffin singing the Hunt Down the Freeman theme, it's gamer time copypasta, but not this time. This part of the review is where the things get real. I was complimentary towards the game and the developers so far, acknowledging it is very bad, but still enjoying the clumsiness it had until they don't cross the line. Well, this is where they did cross the line. I have endured 2 hours of pure psychological torment, and I intend to spill it all out. What's poppin', gamers? Sky here. The last time we left on a moment where our characters arrive under the command of Lieutenant Harvey and together they aim at reaching California. Yeah, if you forgot, the Combines are...
They're in the air and on the ground.
Not on the sea.
So our brilliant plan here is to get into the ocean and spend the rest of our lives living on a ship, eating radioactive fish, drinking clean ocean water, and distilling fuel for the ship from the fish oil. Sounds like a good plan. So far, everything is going well. To get some rest after the mind-blowing action of the train minigun section, we are given a military APC and ordered to follow the truck full of rangers. I don't have any specific criticism to this part. Yes, it is unengaging, not interesting, and even nothing to laugh at. Yes, the gameplay is just a sleep-inducing shooting range where you instantly kill your enemies and cannot even die. Yes, I have tried pushing the rangers off the cliff, and it did not even work. However, the enemies are quite weak, so the battles don't take too much time and can at least give you the same primitive fun you have when shooting spawned NPCs in Garry's mod. Honestly, if I knew what was going to happen next, I would spend more time here, mentally preparing. The map is linear, you cannot get lost, and the enemies die quickly, so the level design does not reassure me that humanity was a mistake that needs to be fixed. I only wish we could push the truck off the road, but nothing even remotely good is going to last forever. As we move to the next map, the road before us is blocked by the headcrab capsules, for some reason not containing any headcrabs themselves. At the same time, we get a transmission from an unknown source asking for help.
Does anyone copy? We're stuck in the factory. We need help ASAP.
You guys handle those. I'll go check the factory.
Let's find out who is on the factory. Do you remember how in Half-Life the developers created every room and building with a purpose, masterfully placing various items, bonuses and Easter eggs, encouraging the player to explore? Yeah, me neither. Playing Hunt Down the Freeman feels like a lifetime experience, and the memories of my life before the incident are slowly fading away. Who am I even writing for? What was so special about this game? Why am I doing this? I think I was supposed to post it to my what was my name? Why am I speaking English? Англійська ж навіть не моя рідна. Щось про what's poppin' gamers at Sky here. At Sky, YouTube name. It's for my Hunt Down the Freeman review. Sorry, got distracted for a second. Let's continue. So, unlike the actual Half-Life, Hunt Down the Freeman developers create the environment with a specific purpose of discouraging you from exploring. For 3 minutes I've been looking through this gas station to find at least anything, yet it is meaningless. There was absolutely nothing even potentially useful there. Yes, I agree that from a realistic standpoint it would be weird for Mitchell to find ammo or medkits in the restaurant, but we are playing a video game, and from a game design standpoint, it is a bad idea. The looks of these buildings, how they are lit and how easily accessible they are, signify that the player needs to go there. At least that is how this works in other video games. But the level designers only ever acknowledge this concept by dropping red flares to signify where you need to go. Other times they just use the lighting randomly, and for some reason usually catastrophically incorrectly. Venturing forth to the factory, I was dazzled by the huge environment I was presented with. Player movement in this location is barely restricted, so you cannot be sure where to go. And let me tell you again why the level designers of Hunt Down the Freeman are completely incompetent in their job. Here I see a well-lit way, perceiving it as a right direction. Thereby I completely skip this unremarkable passage, not even sure whether it is possible to go there. I enter and everything is lit even better here. Weirdly, a giant obelisk right in the middle of a factory. Gotta culturally educate those filthy blue colors somehow. The facilities are well lit and welcoming to the player. As you may have already guessed from my sarcastic speech, no, this is not where you're supposed to go. The light sources always lie. Though you're welcome to spend 3 more minutes here, wandering aimlessly, seeking the truth that was never here in the first place. Just like reading Karl Marx. Yes, the foreshadowing I did before. That unremarkable passage was where I was supposed to go. No, wait, that another unremarkable door in the unremarkable passage is where I was supposed to go. Notice how there is absolutely no light in here. Oh, Hunt Down the Freeman. Never change. Anyway, the factory itself. Immediately we find the factory workers locked inside the room, as it will be explained later. The game models are not cheap, I understand. So Hunt Down the Freeman just reuses the fireman model we have not seen since the hospital. I could boast about it being a cheap move and the game not taking my immersion seriously, but believe me, I will have my fair share of hating the game in this video. Instead, I propose to look at the situation as a reference to my favorite section of the game and the most hilarious moment in the video game history.
Hey! Wait! I need that medkit, buddy! I need that! Come back here!
Honestly, only one man on the whole factory seems to have a blue collar.
Have you lost your fucking mind? Lower that thing. You're gonna blow us all up.
Jesus, man! Calm down.
Don't fucking tell me to calm down. There's a gas leak that can blow half of us all the way to hell with a fucking match. Half the guys on the planet are stuck inside, and the other half became brain-fucked zombies because they got a big-ass spider with a huge vagina stuck on their head.
Yeah, Birkin, your script could not have left out the phrase spider with a huge vagina. However, weren't it the moments like these that inspire me to continue creating content about this wonderful game? Game? Yeah, I think it qualifies as the game, technically.
And you expect me to be calm?
Okay, you're right. Now help me out here, alright? Tell me, how do we get them out?
There's 2 ways to get them out of there. The first is getting the generators on so that we get the power back on to open the doors.
Okay. What's the second way? The second way?
I forgot, okay? I'm under pressure here. Give me a fucking break.
First way then.
Wait, so what the fuck was the second way? Don't get me wrong, I honestly and sincerely want to know what was the second way of rescuing his colleagues. I mean, there must be a reason why he had mentioned it. At first I was thinking that it could potentially be related to developers planning the second way of completing this piece. Okay, but that makes no sense either way. If they have created the cutscenes before the levels themselves, which I have a sneaking suspicion of, then why would he not hint us what was it supposed to be? If it was animated after the levels were finished, why did he even have to mention it? Is there an actual second way that the game does not mention and we have to find ourselves? I'm 90% sure that it is not the case, but why was this piece of dialogue even mentioned? Chekhov's rifle is a dramatic principle that states that every element in a story must be necessary and irrelevant elements should be removed. It uses the metaphor of a rifle that, if mentioned in a story, must inevitably go off at some point of it. And the second way is the biggest Chekhov's gun you could ever imagine, yet it never ever fires. And it is not even that this second way was only mentioned briefly, the writers made a huge emphasis on it, seemingly on purpose.
There's 2 ways to get them out of there.
What's the second way? The second way? First way then.
Why did they do this? Why am I even doing this fucking review?
Remember, no weapons. Here, take this.
A wrench? Why a wrench?
Because I only got 1 crowbar, and I have no intention to give it away.
Well, I got bad memories with crowbars anyways. Mitchell, by the way.
Joe, but everyone calls me Boston Joe.
Alright, Joe. Let's save your friends from spiders with vaginas.
And this is a professional voice actor.
Wait a minute. I thought you said no weapons.
So we can use weapons. And he doesn't even use a crowbar.
Really?
Why did you put the Chekhov's rifle of everything exploding if we... What am I doing here? Why am I playing this? What am I playing? Please stop! Let me out! Let me go, please! Boston Joe is no longer with us, and we have to make our way to the rest of the military alone. Immediately, we can hear the sounds of combat and find our brothers in arms being attacked by the... In the previous video, I called them manhacks, but actually these are exploding manhacks. I am extremely sorry for that. It seriously compromised my reputation as a professional Hunt Down the Freemanologist, and I will do my best to restore the lost trust between us. But who wasn't doing their best were the level designers. I spent a lot of time I could have invested into playing a better game into this location, and you will stay here and listen to me complaining, reasoning why it is so bad. It doesn't look as dire at first. We pass by Lieutenant Harvey and enter the hole in a wall into a hangar. The hole is then blocked by fire, so it must have been the right way. A few supplies in this room, seems like we're going into a serious battle. Okay, what's next? Exiting the hangar leads me into an open area where dozens of alien soldiers immediately start spawning. Okay, no problem, but what if it was just like that time when I tried fighting alien soldiers while the actual way to go was on the completely another side? Can the fire let me through the wall back to Harvey? No, it cannot. Not wishing to actually lose my health, I decided to load. Remember kids, always quick save every 10 seconds, do not repeat my mistakes. Okay, Lieutenant Harvey, wall of fire, the loot room, the hangar is closed, the hangar is closed? What the fuck? Is this a bug? Or was the time it was open a bug, and it was not supposed to be open? I don't know. Hunt Down the Freeman, you bastard. I thought I already understood you, but I thought of myself as of the master, yet I was but an apprentice all along. Oh, here is another way. Seems like it was a bug before after all. This passage leads me to the rooftop where I was given quite a lot of weapons. An AVP, Molotov cocktails, grenades, even an M60 here. Wow, what a fun piece of gameplay! But still, where do I need to go? The game prevents me from jumping from the roof with invisible walls, so I'm kinda stuck. Where am I supposed to go? No, they could not have. But all their design choices point to it. 2 sniper rifles, a bunch of grenades, Molotov cocktails. No. They cannot expect me to kill all zombies. But these are Hunt Down the Freeman developers. And these design choices could not have been implemented without a reason. If they left so many weapons, it must mean I have to use it. What? This did not work. They lied to me. Birkin, damn it! You've tricked me once again. What if this wasn't a bug after all? What if I try no clipping? What the fuck should I do? I won't lie, this is the point where I got frustrated a lot. I was feeling like the solution was extremely easy, yet I could not find it whatsoever. Maybe there was no path ahead. Maybe the game once again bugged and the easiest way was to simply open the next map. It didn't help whatsoever that the bollocksed full Hunt Down the Freeman playthrough had this segment absolutely different. Having a fucking APC right by the entrance to the factory. What is wrong with this game? I had to take a break. That night I went to bed to have an enjoyable, relaxing sleep, and already at 12 AM I was watching a dream about returning to school. Psych! I took my phone into bed and watched another full Hunt Down the Freeman playthrough. Guess what? The guy had no APC near the entrance as well. Watch closely, as I'm about to show you how you should actually complete this level. Step 1. Run towards the... Oh wait, for some reason every time I start up the game, AI disables again. Give me a second. Step 1. Run towards the hangar. Look, this time even Lieutenant Harvey got inside. Step 2. Exit the hangar and trigger the spawning of alien soldiers. Step 2.5. Kill all aliens. Step 3. Run! Congratulations, the boys are already here. You have successfully beaten the horrible factory map. I have successfully beaten the factory map. You thought to break me, you Birkin son of a bitch. I will break you. I will finish this 4-hour-long Hunt Down the Freeman review series, and you won't be able to stop me. Next stop, a pier, an invisible wall, low rendering distance, Russian containers in California. Oh hell nah! A few stalkers here and there, maybe not a few, maybe a lot, maybe even too much. Just remember to save after killing them. A lighthouse. The only logical way would be to climb it, even though previously following the common logic in Hunt Down the Freeman only led to my psychological breakdown. This time I was right. And on the lighthouse, look carefully, the details are very important here. To pass this segment, you just stand there and wait. When you reach the ground, the indestructible gunship keeps following. Wouldn't have been a problem if not for the stalkers, scanners and manhacks all around the pier. Oh, look, a water gaunt. Hey bro, can you help? I hate these fucking scanners. A flare. Seems like that is where I should go. But for some reason I decided not to go into the obvious passage, preferring to use the parkour system. You need to assign the button in your options to even be able to use it. Yes, they have not even assigned a default key to it. Nobody cared about this mechanic. Even I don't care enough to tell you how using it soft-locked me. Progressing to the next location, What are these? I mean, why does this platform have 4 cars on its legs? Are they supposed to transport this massive structure somewhere? Where would you transport it? No road in the world would allow 4 cars to transport something like this anywhere. I don't get it. Is this an actual something that exists and is being used in real life? I didn't even notice the thing when playing, only now. I have 10 more minutes of tedious gameplay where I do not understand where to go, but do you really need it? The video is too long already and I should honestly delete some of my angry rambling about the questionable level design. I mean, we're here not for that, but for an engaging plot, extremely awkward dialogues and unintentionally hilarious design choices. And that is what we get by the end of the Pier level.
Do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers, for by this some have entertained angels without knowing it. Hebrews 13:2. Welcome aboard, gentlemen. I am Captain Roosevelt. Tell me, who is in charge of all these warriors? Please step up. Your name, young man?
I'm Sergeant.
I have no interest in your rank. Your name? Who are you?
I like Captain
Roosevelt.
so far. He's an interesting character. Would be a shame if something happened to him, as it had been happening to practically every good character in the game so far.
Mitchell.
Mitchell, huh? Yes, Mitchell. A name with many meanings. For some, the meaning is a gift from God. For others, who is like God? Which one are you, Mitchell? Are you a gift from God sent to save us? Or perhaps you are God himself, come to doom our worthless lives?
Perhaps.
He's gay! Cursed!
I actually started laughing when recording the footage. Why, of all people, Nick is the superstitious here? I felt like he was a rational one so far.
Cursed, eh? What kind of curse is this?
Nothing but some bullshit.
Whoever is at the top of his command dies. Colonel Q, Sergeant Harvey, they're all dead. But whatever happens, he lives.
First of all, this makes absolutely no sense. I mean, even if we forget the fact that the aliens have invaded the Earth and are ruthlessly slaughtering any human forces opposing them, so it is quite natural to die here. Even if we forget that, both Colonel Q and Sergeant Harvey were his superiors as well. Why is he trying to put the blame on Mitchell if nobody even accused them of anything like that? Secondly, Sergeant Harvey. I certainly remember. No, I have footage. It was...
I'm Lieutenant Harvey. I'm Lieutenant Harvey.
I understand how I could fuck that up, but damn it, Burkan, it was your passion project since 2016, and you allow stupid mistakes like that? At this point of the game, I'm not surprised whatsoever.
It's just a coincidence. There's no such thing as a curse.
We'll see about that, Sergeant.
Interesting how angry Captain Roosevelt gets after hearing about the curse. Does the whole US Army consist of superstitious morons?
You and your men from now on are under my command. Welcome to Avalon Vale, and welcome to the crew.
Reinforcing my belief that the cutscenes were animated before the levels were completed, it immediately cuts into a forced gameplay segment where we awkwardly defend the ship from the combines. Well, why are they flying like that? Oh, I disabled again. But it was so glorious, I decided to watch it a bit longer. I'll spare you the details and tell that we fought a wave of explosive manhacks, a wave of explosive manhacks, a wave of water guns, a wave of explosive manhacks, and a wave of water guns. Trust me, you've missed nothing.
That's not a curse. You made a deal with the devil. Here, you have it.
I think if he was able to talk with an injury like that, he still could recover. His body even looks not like if there was an explosion, but as if he was sliced into two with a giant sword. Rest in pieces, Captain.
Roosevelt.
You will be forgotten.
Well, it looks like you're the captain now. Captain Mitchell.
It's been 3 years since the 7-Hour War. There are no more countries, only territories where they once were. All the governments having been replaced.
After that, Captain Mitchell retells Half-Life 2 lore for more than a minute. It doesn't sound like a long time, but then you listen to it yourself and it certainly feels so. The only important line here is:
The Combine Overwatch was an impressive force to be reckoned with, but an exploit was found. They had immense power over the air, and even more on land, but they lacked naval capabilities due to their overall goal of draining that resource. Until that happened, we needed a way to defend our ship from their air superiority, and for that, we needed to go to City 9, otherwise known as New Alaska.
And you might be asking me now, Sky, what is the point of continuing? You've already demonstrated that the game sucks. Move on, make a new Vegas funny haha video about slaughtering the NCR. Do the randomizer part 2. Oh dear naive viewer. I'm sorry to tell you, but you haven't seen what I saw. This moment, this doc, it is only the beginning. What if I told you that this is the moment where the developers officially stop trying? Yes, it gets worse.